Hello, how y'all doing today? This is Paul again. Maybe you guys got a chance to look at my first video. If you didn't, it would please me greatly if you did, and it would help you understand where I'm going with this video. So if you haven't, go back and check out my first video. But today I'm going to talk about the last text message that my dad sent me. He, as I alluded to in the last video, he sent me a text message. This was last year, March. No, April. I'm sorry, April of last year. And I haven't heard from him since. But the text message basically was telling me that the Jehovah's Witnesses had stopped their door-to-door preaching. This is all due to the pandemic. That they had stopped their door-to-door preaching and that he didn't know when they would start back up. And again, as you all are aware of, they allude everything that happens in the world like this to the beginning of the Great Tribulation. And of course, that's where my dad went with it. He started saying that this is the beginning of the Great Tribulation, and there's a call out to all who were once Jehovah's friends to come back to him, and he loves you, and blah 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 blah. You know, the spiel that they normally go through. And again, in the last video, I said I gave an answer. I answered him back and told him that I had no interest in coming back to the Kingdom Hall, that I had expressed to him many times before that I didn't share his beliefs. But what I didn't say in the last video is another part of the answer that I gave him. Because when I went through my long spiel about how I didn't believe it, how I was faking the entire time, these are things that I had told him many times before. He didn't respond back. He just responded back one letter, K. So in turn, I sent him something else. I mean, in the end, he's still my father. But I sent him my parents joined the Jehovah's Witnesses as adults. I wasn't born in. They joined when I was very young, but I wasn't born in. I don't have any other family members that are Jehovah's Witnesses. It's just my mom and my dad. And they both joined the Jehovah's Witnesses as young adults. They were in their mid-20s, I guess. Somewhere around 25, 26 years old, somewhere in that range, when my dad first got introduced to it. But yeah, I told him, I said, as a Jehovah's Witness, you joined as an adult. And when you joined, you expected everybody in your circle, your family, to accept your choice and respect your choice. But when I choose as an adult to not have anything to do with Jehovah's Witnesses, you can't give me the same respect that you wanted when you decided to join. Why is that? Needless to say, I didn't get an answer. And maybe some of you all can help me out there. I don't know. Again, I've been away from it for a very long time, so I don't know what they're teaching them now as far as what their response should be. I know when I was in it a long time ago, the governing body was still professing to be inspired by God. There were a lot of different, from what I understand from talking to other people, there's been, as they call it, new light shed on a lot of things that they've changed their doctrine on. So I'm not up to speed with everything that they believe. I just know the core. And at one time they were claiming that, back then they were claiming that the governing body was inspired by God, and you know, all of this, which I don't believe. I know not to be true. But yeah, I just don't know what they're teaching them now as far as what my dad's response would have been when I told him that he should respect my decision like he expected others to respect his. So maybe some of you all can try that. Some of you all that aren't born-ins, that you know, have the ability to, or can, your parents were not born in either, but they joined and you left. Try that on them. Try asking them why they can't respect your decision. And I'm just imagining that they would probably tell you something like they're trying to save your life, or they're trying to, get you into paradise, or something along those lines. But still, why do they feel the need, or how would they feel if they joined the Jehovah's Witness organization and all of their family and friends disowned them because they could, because they did? See, when they joined, they didn't face ostracism from their families for joining. But then they want to turn around and ostracize other people for not practicing the same beliefs that they share. I think that's extremely hypocritical. I think the Jehovah's Witnesses as a whole is hypocritical. But anyway, this is just a little short video. Not anything drawn out. I got a few other stories I got about witnesses and some elders and some ministerial servants. So, yeah, I'll come back and share those again a little later. But again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll be back to share more stories, more insight on my time with the Jehovah's Witnesses. Thanks. Have a good day.